Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're watching from, what time you're watching, where you're located on this planet. I'm here for another morning, Sunday morning, Mayo live stream, catch up with Mayo. That's me. And I'm going to be doing these live streams for a while at this time, just me, myself, and I. Oh, solo Mayo. That's going to be Sunday mornings around this time, 9:30 or 9 a.m. Sometimes they'll be 9 a.m. or 9:30, depending on where I'm doing them from. So just want you to know that. And let's see. I always want a few more people to show up before I start getting into any, so-called meat and potatoes of the live stream. So let's just say for now, yes, I'm at this classroom again on a Sunday morning, and I'm going to be here next Sunday again, if all goes the way it should. And I'll be here 9:30 a.m. again next Sunday. All right. So we got a few people here trickling in, such as James Farley. Hello, James. How are you? Hello, Gregory. Hello, Eric. Hello, Matchstick Man. And hello, Mike Wall Jasper. Good to see you all here, as usual. Yeah, I want to wait a little bit. I don't know why, as of the moment, the people that are in here are not showing up, the amount of people in here. Sometimes there's a delay. I have 0 showing up on my thing, but meanwhile, we know there are people here. Yes, one of the words behind me is imagine. This is a very big room that I'm in here, and I've tried every different angle, every different background to see what the best one is. This is the one where there's the most light, so this is what I'm doing here. I'm doing it from here. Hello, Harold. You love the Ringo album and the movie A Complete Unknown, Bob Dylan biopic. I agree on both cases. Hello, Robbie. How are you? And I'll repeat this a few times during this show. I'm fighting a cough and a sore throat. It's not that bad right now, but I've had it for about 3 days. I'm taking care of it the best I can. So I may cough off and on during this live stream, or if I cough, I can hit the cough button. I can take myself off. Yeah, this is weird. I just see it's funny because again, the amount of people who are on here are not showing. They're not registering. It says 0 on my thing this morning. It's not showing up the right number. The heat in this room is good. That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt today. The drive is usually pretty good on Sunday mornings. I have to drive. It's quite a drive here. I mean, what, an hour or so, something like that. But on Sunday morning, it's usually good because there's no traffic, and I listen to Ken Michaels' radio show, Every Little Thing. So I get to hear some Beatles stuff along the way. That makes it an easy commute. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why it's not showing on my screen. That's bizarre. I got 0 still showing on mine. That's weird. I'd like to know, but have I had the mysterious fog in my area that's been recorded around U.S.? I don't think right now. No, not now. Anyway, maybe soon to come. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Yorkie girl. How are you? 26. Yeah. Well, I don't understand. I really don't. It's bizarre. I don't know why. Maybe it'll come on as the show goes on. It's still not there. It's nice to know where you stand when you're doing a show. So I'll be drinking water. I've got Ricola throat lozenges here to help me out with this. Yeah, so I come on here usually when I'm here at the school Sunday mornings. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna cough now. Hold on. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm coughing. Right now, I just have a cough, but I have a sore throat, and I've had a sore throat for about 3 days. And I'm doing all the things. I'm gargling with warm salt water. I'm taking a hot tea with lemon. I'm trying to do those things, and I take vitamin C. I've been taking vitamin C since way before COVID even struck. I take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every morning. I was sick 3 times in the last 10 months, so I don't know how good that works. But yeah, sorry about that. Hang in there. That's all we can do is hang in. I just shot a video out in the car that I'm going to put up. It's a rant video about winter colds. So look for that. Be on the lookout for that. Winter colds and this and that. And also handshaking, shaking hands with people, how that could spread it and all that crap. Uh, Hello, Raymond. You finally got the new CD the other day. Fan friggin' tastic. Yeah, well, yeah, I do drink hot tea, not here, but I do. Yeah, I was taking zinc for a while to boost the immune system. When the COVID thing came, I was going to take zinc, vitamin C and zinc. But for whatever reason, zinc was upsetting my stomach, so I stopped taking it. Hey, Tom. Tom Hanyadi. What's the good? I always say it's hard to believe I couldn't say the name the first time. Took me a while. So, how about the movie you saw, Tom? Tell me a little bit more about the movie you saw. Mr. Blood Vessel. 6 inches of snow coming. Okay. I actually took some NyQuil last night. Yeah, good stuff. I've got NyQuil. I've been taking NyQuil. Yeah, I got stuff. Oh, yeah. The fist bumps. Exactly. That's what I keep saying to people. If you're going to meet me, I like fist bumps. I don't like handshakes because fist bumps is what I like. Even Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees do that, I guess.
This is for
That's not a fist bump. That's what I like. So there you go. Go and get an hour-long massage. It helps. Everyone should get one quarterly. The movie wasn't a comedy. Yeah, I know. Well, I watched a guy that does those kind of horror movies, and the movie, of course, is Wolfman, and he almost convinced me to see it. Actually, he said it's a good werewolf movie. It's not like the old Larry Talbot Wolfman, Lon Chaney Jr. from 1941, but that's okay. I would like to know why I can't see the time of the numbers. I should say, not the time. The time I see, I just don't see the number of people watching. Bizarre. Uh, hey, unreleased Lennon audio coming out. This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. I don't want to keep bothering you with it, but if you want to let me know every if the number like gets significant, like if it goes to 30, I don't have to know that. If it goes to 40, that would be nice. 50, the transformation was weak. That's interesting because I would think that they're trying to do the transformation as being the big selling point of the movie. The big thing people want to see. I've heard that it's not CGI though. The movie, it's practical effects, which I like. There's a movie from 1973, I think, called "The Boy Who Cried Werewolf," and it's about again, dad like winds up turning into a wolf, and it's I think it's like a little house, a little farmhouse or something. The dad turns into, to a werewolf. I think from what I heard, this could be something like that movie. I don't know this. Happy Sunday, Clunk. That's the way I like it. What's up, Petty Lane? Morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Yeah, I'm able to talk still. I want to also say, if enough people are here now, I'm going to be recording a special show. I'm supposed to record it. Hopefully my voice holds out. I was almost thinking of not doing this show so that I could save my voice. And it's a show that I was thinking of doing it live, but I decided not to do it live. We're going to pre-record it and put it up. It's going to be me, Beatly Tone, and also Matthew Street. And the three of us are going to do a Ringo show about the new album, Look Up. We're going to talk about the album. And after we talk about the album, we're going to do something we haven't done in a long time. We're going to rank the tracks, the new tracks on the new Ringo album, Look Up. We're going to rank them from our least favorite to our most favorite, the three of us. And as I say, I'm going to record that. I'm supposed to record that at 5 p.m. Eastern. I was going to go live. There's still a slight chance I could go live. In fact, I may. I haven't decided 100% yet. Well, you'll know if you're here at 5 o'clock and we're not live. Obviously, we're not live. But we're going to do that. The song "Clap for the Wolfman" was a Guess Who song about Wolfman Jack. Yeah, baby, rock and roll yourself to death. I'm the Wolfman. That's hard to do with a throat like this. However, I'm trying to do it up top, like you're trying to talk forward at the top of your voice, not down here. Not down here, but up higher. Let's see if we can do it. Good morning, Joseph. I look people in the eye pretty good, but I ain't shaking hands. I mean, I got a funny story. Like when I put my rant video up today, look out for my rant video. I talk about colds, winter cold, and getting colds. Not winter cold, and also about shaking hands. You know what gets me, folks? The year is going very good for me so far. And what I mean by that, it's only been, almost just shy of 3 weeks, close to it. But I'm motivated. I'm feeling good. Things are going good. I got a good attitude. I love Ringo's new album. Things in the first 2-3 weeks are good. I don't know why there's always got to be something to level you out. Why does there always have to be something? And I don't know why that compensates for that. Oh, Joe is doing good, is he? Oh, we can't have that. We can't have that. Gotta have to throw a little something. Does everybody else feel that happens? That's just life, right? I mean, you're gonna take the bad with the good, right? It's just life. But some of you may have noticed I've been starting retirement videos. I've been making retirement videos for a while, but now I'm going to try to pump them up more. I'm trying to get a lot of different subjects for this channel. I don't know if that's going to work for the channel or it's going to hinder it. Help or hinder. I don't know. And that's what I'm doing. So good morning, Joe. And you got it. Hey, I got an egg sandwich this morning, and there was ketchup on it like I ordered. But you see, every time I go to this guy here, when I come up here, I go to this deli down the block. And every time I come here, the guy sees me and he goes, does the same thing. He says, egg and cheese? And I always say, and ketchup. So I don't want to be a hump. But I mean, you say egg and cheese, right? Hey, how you doing? Good morning, egg and cheese? And I say egg, cheese, and ketchup. Don't forget the ketchup. So there you go. What's up with Doc? Doc Dacus? Hey, I like that lyric. That sounds like a song I know. What song is it? When life looks like easy street, there's danger at your door. And I hate that. I hate that. You know why? Because when you believe that, when you really believe that that's the case, it winds up making it impossible for you to be at ease. If you really believe, as I seem to believe, only because that's what life showed me my whole life, that when things start to look like easy street and things are looking good and everything's cool, look out. I mean, I don't know why. You don't want to be like that. Hello, Patrick. Yeah, that's the idea, I think, pretty much. Uh, yeah, I saw Marv's video. Very nice of him to do that. It was really fun to watch. He did a nice, I think it was 45 minutes, 45-minute video on Ringo's Nashville show at the Ryman Auditorium that he did January 14th, 5 days ago. Uncle John's band, got to remember that. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. Doc's not sick. The Lions, yeah. I think that happened. That happened to him last year too, didn't it? I think. I still don't. It's incredible. I still do not have a counter up here of viewers. Rather, I think if I go out and come in again, I wonder if that would work. Try it, but I'm afraid. If I leave the studio, what would happen? I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to leave. Yeah, Tom saying I'd be pissed if I was there and he only sang half the songs. That sucks, really. Because apparently, Ringo did some different songs on this Nashville show. Okay, which is going to be televised. This show is going to be televised sometime in the spring. And CBS, I think. But anyway, they're making a TV show out of it, and he did some songs he never did before. For one thing, I should say some songs were featured that have never been done before. One of them was "I Don't Want to Spoil the Party," Beatles song with a little country flair, right? Another one was Ringo's song from his Ringo album called "Have You Seen My Baby." He also did a song from Rotogravure. Well, I'm saying it again. He did a song. The show presented a song from the Rotogravure album called "You Don't Know Me at All." And as it turns out, when the songs were performed by other people like Sheryl Crow, Molly Tuttle, I think Billy Strings, I think Jack White maybe. Anyway, Ringo was off stage. He was completely off stage. But having said that, to put this back for a moment, having said that, I must say, somebody explained to me, it's like Concert for George. It's like a country show with a Ringo tribute. So they're doing Ringo tribute songs, just like Concert for George. That's the way I'm telling myself in my mind. Yeah, yep. I got that. Yeah, the John Lennon meeting. Yeah, you're talking about. I think you're talking about the clip of the guy that's hanging outside his house, right? He's a little touched. Maybe he's a little war wounded, a little bit. But yeah, I know that clip. That's a good clip when John invites him in. Yeah, I liked the set list, but thought it was BS that Ringo kept leaving the stage. I know what you mean. Definitely. And I say, it's a shame. Yeah, we found out that guy's name was Claudio. Yeah, that's a new thing. Right. I don't think they knew that for a while. We first saw that clip in 1988 with the movie Imagine John Lennon, the documentary. But yeah, back to this. Ringo. I mean, let's face it. Ringo's going to be 85 this year. I understand Ringo might have to rest a little more and take breaks. It's just a shame he couldn't have done. I would have liked to see him do "Have You Seen My Baby" from the Ringo album. As far as the one-to-one concert, yeah, it's supposed to be coming out. I think Sean Lennon said that's going to be coming out this year. Coughing time. Oh, well, it's getting that. It sounds like a real froggy cough, real deep, froggy coughing sound. But yeah, supposedly the one-to-one concert, it was improved a while ago. Jack Douglas, the producer, had said that it was coming a while ago. I'm sure talking doesn't help my throat any. So to do that other show later is a tall order today. Uncle Paul, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I really wish I knew. I still have zero show in here. It's incredible. It's never happened before. I don't know why. If Stu Sutcliffe had lived, do you think he would have designed the sleeve of Revolver rather than Klaus Vormann? Um, who knows? Who knows? It's a nice idea to think that your old pal Stu would have done that for them. Would that have happened? Beats me. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. By the way, you're talking about Froggy. Those movies suck. I love Our Gang, but I liked them way before Froggy got there. The years of Our Gang are the 1930s. But say up to 38. After 1938, with Froggy and his gang, and they're getting too old. I think they're getting too old to do it. You know. Wow. All right, folks. I'm gonna get a cough drop. Okay. Help me out here a little bit with this. All right. Ricola. All right, let's go back. Okay. Sorry about the cough drop. Thank you very much, Chrissy. I hope so too, because I really don't want to go into one of those urgent care walk-in clinics. Because I always feel like they're not real doctors. you know, they probably are, but I feel like they're not. You know. Yeah, I would have wanted Ringo to sing more from the new album. They were special shows because of the new album that returned to country. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I don't need to hear the same songs over and over and over from Ringo every time. That's how I feel. I just thought of something. Maybe I could go on my phone. I mean, that's the way to do it, right? watch on my phone, maybe. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yeah, I may see him. I may see him if he does. He might do time on my hands. Time on my hands he can do by himself without Molly Tuttle or anybody. So maybe. Let's see something here. I'll be with you in a second, folks. Trust me. Okay. Now I can see the number because I'm looking down at the phone. I'm watching on my phone below for the number. 35. Al Roach sold to Our Gang rights to MGM in 38. Yeah. Yeah, MGM really sucks. And the same thing happened with Laurel and Hardy, too. MGM was good for musicals. So, yeah, they certainly were. They certainly were great. Look Up was Ringo's highest charting new album here in the UK in 50 years. Well, I think it was number 79 it got to in the UK, which is not that good, but it is good for Ringo, I guess. -6 degrees here where you are. Well, it says 35 degrees. It's not too cold. So that's good. The worst films of Keaton, Laurel and Hardy, Marx Brothers, and Our Gang were made at MGM. Exactly. He just didn't understand how to make comedy. Yeah. And, when it comes to Laurel and Hardy, I actually liked their movies that they did for Fox. And I think, well, not all of them, but I think I like the Fox ones better than the MGM ones. Try something here, folks. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I got my phone watching this on the phone, leaning against the screen, and I can see the numbers there. Hello, Trish. What class are you teaching? None. The class on retirement. How's that? How to enjoy your retirement. One way to enjoy your retirement is not to have a sore throat. Yeah. Yeah, that's their last movie. That's All K is their last movie. And it's not bad. They don't look good physically in it. They're physically. Stan Laurel was ill. Stan Laurel doesn't look good. However, it's funnier than some of their other movies that they did from MGM later. Wow, you listened to the new Ringo album twice, and you're only leaning towards favorable, but you're still deciding. Wow, if you don't feel this is great in one or two listens, I don't know if you'll ever like it that much. If you're still thinking about it and leaning towards favorable, I hope you like it. Well, I really don't like the movie. How could you like Snow White and the Three Stooges? There's hardly any Three Stooges in there. They're not funny. No, no, no. My favorite, I don't really like their feature films. I really don't think their feature films are very good. But I think I like Have Rocket Will Travel the best. Man, I can't get comfortable sitting here. I gotta like try to get more comfortable. Something. Ugh. These chairs, these plastic chairs are very uncomfortable. Oh yeah. Time on my hands. This bridge has been burned. Hello, Alan. Not a country fan, generally speaking, and dealing with the flu going on 8 days, so that may factor in. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's no fun with the flu. Well, Tom Magnotti said he thought this was a country album from Ringo for people who don't like country music because it's not country enough for him. Yeah, I forget which ones were the first. I have not heard from Danny recently. No, what happened was I decided for a while anyway to stop doing the morning shows, and then along with that, I haven't talked to Danny. Oh, good. I'm glad you like Look Up. That's good. That's a good. I think it's a good pop song. It's a pop song mostly, rock pop, not so much country. And his drumming is very good on the album. It is really. If you listen closely to a lot of the songs, I think you'll like his drumming. Listen to the song "Never Let Me Go," but listen to it a couple of times for his drumming. I think "Never Let Me Go" on has some of Ringo's best drumming in recent years. Wake up, class. I know it's. Come on, I got to keep these people awake, Trish. It's yeah, that makes sense what Tom said. It's a country album for people who don't like country albums. Yeah, it's not heavy country. It's not heavy old fashioned country. See, the expectations, I don't get that really. To me, it's like, say somebody gave you a cassette tape and said, it's just a blank cassette tape with no words on it. We're not going to tell you the name of this album. It's Ringo. It's Ringo. That's it. It's a new Ringo album. We're not going to tell you its name. We're not going to tell you any genre, any expectation. Just listen to the songs. What do you think? You probably would say, if you're like Tom, I guess, or really want to speak for him, but you probably say, I like the songs on this album. Some of them even sound a little country too, as a bonus. The problem is just because you think it's this big heavy country album, that it doesn't meet expectations for some people, I guess. Oh, Nothing But Trouble is my vote for the worst Laurel and Hardy movie. Nothing But Trouble. I hate that movie. I think it's far and away the worst Laurel and Hardy movie. Air Raid Warden's not as bad. I think Air Raid Wardens has some funny scenes with Edgar Kennedy in it. Um, Kennedy's funny, but I think. But the Big Noise, I like the Big Noise. There's some other ones that are Jitterbugs. Ringo's doing the country music of today. Meh, well, there you go. Right. Oh man, suddenly I'm swallowing and it feels like glass. Now I was finishing up a cough drop. I hope it was the cough drop. I got like a real sharp pain as if you literally swallowed a shard of glass. I'm like, hopefully that was the end. You know, when the cough drop, when it's almost over, it gets pointed, pointy. I know everybody's fascinated by that. I know. Yeah, somebody said that the album is more Americana rather than pure country. Here's the thing for me. I don't care whether it's Americana. I don't care whether it's country. I don't care whether it's boogie woogie. I don't care whether it's disco, this album. I don't care whether it's rap. Whatever you want to call it, I like the music a lot on the album. I don't really care how heavily, is it really that country? Is it country at all? You know, come on. Yep. It's okay. I'm still going to call it country because it's country-ish. Yeah, right. Exactly. What's going on, folks? Later on today, I'm going to be getting together with Matthew Street and Beatley Tone, two of my Beatle buddies. We're going to be either pre-recording or doing it live. I'm not sure yet. I can see how I feel. Doing a show where we talk about Ringo's album, Look Up. We're going to talk about it, what we think of it and everything. And then after that, we're going to rank the tracks, 11 tracks on it. 11 tracks from our least favorite to most favorite. So if we do it live, I hope you'll be there. I'm not sure if it's going to be live, so please don't hold it against me. I'm not saying for sure it's going to be live. That's 5 p.m. Eastern today. There you go. Otherwise, I'll air it tomorrow, probably sometime, or either later tonight or tomorrow. It might even be tonight. Please be on the lookout for that. It'll be under the Fab Gab label. It'll say Fab Gab, my show. If Danny were here, he would talk about microplastics and air pollution. Maybe. I don't know. And we could talk Beatles here. This is a Beatles channel mostly. Sometimes I say, enough Beatle talk, but I'm all right with it. I'm actually in the mood today to talk Beatles. I'm not always. I'm really not. Yeah, the new movie called Wolfman. I'm on the fence about it. I don't know. I've seen a couple of negative reviews, but I've seen a couple of decent reviews, two good reviews too. So I really don't know. I'm indifferent to it. If I see it, fine. If I don't see it, fine. That kind of thing. No, I didn't do anything for Elvis's 90th birthday. It did cross my mind. Maybe I should have done something, but I didn't in the end. I was gonna maybe go back and show all my RCA album collection or something. Yeah, I'm not interested in the Wicked movie though. Yeah, I'm talking about the Wolfman movie. Yeah, I'm very indifferent to it. Gotta keep having water now and then. It was great to hear I don't want to spoil the party, but I thought Ringo could have at least played drums with them instead of leaving the stage. Yeah. Who sang that? Sheryl Crow and Molly Tuttle? You know, when you get the rare opportunity to hear Ringo do a different song, it's good. Um, Too bad that the different songs this time didn't really involve Ringo. So anyway, um, it's not much to say right now, folks. You guys got to carry the conversation for me, unless I can think of things that are new to talk about, but there aren't any. I hope to get together with my friend Anthony again. I don't know about this week. Might be next week. It was good having Anthony recently in a video again. Okay, Last Stop in Yuma County is a fun, good movie from last year, modern day Western. Okay, that's a title to keep in the back of my head. What's on everybody's so-called minds? Hmm. If I knew it was going to be this much of a lull here and there, I might have had other topics to talk about. Maybe I should do that. Maybe every time I do a show, I should have backup things to speak about. But when you do them every week, which is what I'm trying to do, Sundays for the most part. By the way, if anybody here well, if they're watching now or they're watching on playback, because they can't be here now, and they say, well, I can't do the morning show thing. I like it better later. Eventually, on the side, I'll be doing some of these on Saturdays, Saturday, when I say Saturday, I mean later Saturday, late afternoon, early evening. So different people can make it if they can't make it one time. Maybe you can make it another time. Wow, there's nothing to talk about. So what we could do is say my hair looks good. Thanks. Roustabout, I know that movie. There's some decent songs on it, I think. For one of his, for one of those typical formula movies, I think it's one of the better ones. And the music's good. I'm just a roustabout. Something from town to town. I found a new record shop to go to thanks to the Ringo listening party. And I went to Target the other night and picked up the Blue Meet the Beatles. Very good. I wish it was summer already. I'm so tired of this cold weather. You're telling me. You're telling me. But it could be a lot colder, I mean, it could be a lot colder than it is. I think Trying to be as positive as I can be, about the winter. Could be a lot colder. You know what's funny? When I said that, I forgot about Matthew Smith. Look, face it, face it. The winter sucks, Matthew. Uh, I was watching videos of people slipping on the ice and getting hurt and something. Some of them sliding down their entire driveway. Terrible. I started watch the Beatles' Long and Winding Road on YouTube. It's pretty good. Is there anywhere to watch I Want to Hold Your Hand on streaming? The movie I Want to Hold Your Hand? I don't know. I have it on Blu-ray. Um, don't know what the Long and Winding Road is. I'm drawing a blank on that. It is -2 in southeast Iowa right now. I'm glad I'm not in southeast Iowa then. Let me tell you, I am glad that I am not there. Suddenly it's getting a little cooler in here as if the heat has gone off. That's strange. You know what I'm going to do, folks? I'm going to just put on a jacket. I think I have a sweat jacket thing with a hoodie, and you will never see me wear the hoodie unless it's raining. And even then, not very often. Let me get this on here. I do think this needs to go in the washing machine. I do think so. Let's see. Ah, there you go. 22 degrees here. Just the way you like it, Matthew, right? What's going on, Beetletti? Hmm, how sweet it is. Along the Winding Road is a documentary made in the 80s. A lot of members of Quarrymen in it. Andy Williams talk about John. Okay. If you say it doesn't sound very good from that particular description, but I'll take your word for it if you say it's good. Okay. I met Alan Williams at a Beatle Fest at the bar. I bought him a drink, and he wouldn't shut up. A lot of people say that about him. I mean, he was a real he liked his booze. Let's put it that way. And he sounds like a lot of fun to have met. I really wish that I could have met Alan Williams. It would have been fun. Beatles' first manager brought them to Hamburg. I read his book. That's one of the best Beatle books I ever read. The Man Who Gave the Beatles Away. Really good, filled with a lot of great stories from the early years. But the thing is, people later said, and I heard somewhere, that a lot of it was BS. So if it's not true, what's the point? Good book, though. Yeah. Actually, I found a copy, a hardcover copy signed by Alan Williams. And I think he wrote I should have known better in the autograph. I do not drink Crystal Light. No, I don't drink Crystal Light. No. Another Fred. Does your last name start with a D, Fred? Does your last name end in an S? Does the second letter of your last name have an O? I wish I could keep you on here, Fred. I really do. If everybody would be cool, not just here, but elsewhere, that would be no problem. But people say that summer colds are worse than winter colds. That was a painful cough. Mm. I think you're right about this. I've heard some young, uh, I know some young Beatle fans that think, oh, it's so much better today to be a Beatle fan. Like Generation Z, people say it's better today because we have all the information at our fingertips. People didn't have that when they were Beatle fans. Look, we'd all rather have been around then. Let's face it, when the Beatles were doing it. But what? Nothing against the Gen Z people, but what you don't realize is we have that too. Us older people, the boomers, we have both. We were there for a lot of it in the day. And now we also, as older people, have everything at our hands, fingertips too, just out there on the internet, just like you. So we have the best of both worlds, not only one. This makes me really. I'm not having such a hard time. Not to have such a hard time as I thought I was going to have with this coffee. I thought it was going to be worse than this, but I still may be able to do the show later. The show about Look Up Matthew Street and Beatley Tone. Can't. I don't know it unless I hear it. Never let me go. Let's sing a little Ringo. Never let me go. I remember seeing a picture of the Country Ham single in a magazine with no explanation of what it was. I didn't figure out what it was until a year or so later. Yeah, Walking in the Park with Eloise. Uh, McCartney. Yeah. I mean, there's advantages to being a younger fan today, but the disadvantages far outweigh the advantages. But the main thing is, if you're a younger person, it's great that you're into the Beatles today. You know, you're way above your peers. Time for another cough drop, folks. Let's do it again. This is wonderful, these dead silences, huh? That's it. I wouldn't trade the excitement of hearing the Beatles in the 60s for anything. Of course not. Another plus, it's hard to read these long questions. Another plus, I think, is the Beatles have always been my favorite band, but they broke up when I was 6. There was also good contemporary music in the 70s, 80s when I was a kid to get into. Agreed. Kids today don't get to have that. Absolutely not. Of course, some people tell you, and rightly so, I guess, they'll say, well, it depends. Kids today love their music. Love the music of today. Some do. There's an awful lot of kids that say, I wish I was around earlier. I wish I was around in the 60s and 70s to have that music. A lot of them do say that. I've seen it in comments in their videos. What do you know by being old? A lot of things. I'm not old. I'm older. Favorite era of songs was 68 to 74. That's when I got most of my 45s. Ditto. That's a great period there. That's a great chunk of time. I think you got something there, Matthew. Not to downplay the Beatles' importance, but every generation says that about their generation. Elvis, Frank Sinatra, Rudy Valley. I don't think Rudy Valley, but Sinatra. Yeah, okay. But who's really said it since? Maybe I don't know. Beatles are definitely bigger than Taylor Swift. Overall, in the grand scheme, they are. They might not sell as many right now. And there you go. Exactly. I know Rudy Valley. We used to sing through a megaphone or something. I don't know what they called it. They call it a megaphone. I'm still here. I definitely. I remember. Hey Jude. Excuse me. I remember Hey Jude as a new song. Actually, I don't know if I bought the 45, but we had the 45. Definitely. That's one of the few original Beatle memories I have of the 60s while they were doing it. 77 WABC. Reason I'm off camera is there's no sense of me sitting here trying to make an expression on my face when there's nothing doing in the comments. So I'm just gonna chill out. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't remember that. Oh, you're talking about a Ringo video for the new Look Up album? See what the position on charts are in different countries. Okay, I get you. We don't know so far. There hasn't been the Billboard yet. Billboard's coming out this week. I heard a report, and I don't know if it's true or not, that the new Ringo album is not even going to chart. That's impossible. Come on. This album? Yeah, I realize the charts don't mean anything anymore. I get into this with people now and then. I realize they don't mean anything anymore. I'll put myself on for this one, per se. But the thing is, as long as everybody's playing the same playing field, you know, they're all going by the same criteria. So, whether somebody's got to be number one or number 10 or number 20 or 30 today, and they're all playing by the same rules. I don't think you could compare charts from 1964 to 2025. That's not fair. That's my opinion anyway on it. Well, I don't know about that. Everybody's playing the same rules. I mean, I don't know. You could say, well, maybe uh, we could say, well, maybe people who like Ringo aren't going to stream it, so they don't get it. It's not as fair. Whereas people who like Taylor Swift are streaming. I don't know. I think the whole thing with the charts is crazy today. Like I said, charts are a joke. It has to chart, at least on the country charts, if nothing else. Well, I could see that. I could see Sergeant Pepper being tough to figure out when it first came out for some. It wasn't the usual thing you're used to hearing, that's for sure. Hello, Tanner. Looking forward to the new Ringo CBS special. I was at the second night and it was a great show. Good for you. Just got to look up White Vinyl the other day. Excellent album we've got from Ringo. Amen, Tanner. Amen. Glad you were able to see one of the two shows. I heard that the second show was much tighter than the first show, so that the second one might have been the one to be at. Oh yeah, Sally G. That's the B side, folks. For those who don't know, B side single of Junior's Farm, and a damn good country song from Paul Sally G. I think the Hey Jude album was very underrated. Well, there's a lot of people that like it quite a bit, actually. Some ways it's underrated, I guess some people don't like it, but a lot of people do, for sure. Cheers. That's a weird taste. A Ricola cough drop. Ricola cough drop and a water. Do like Write One for Me. Ringo and Willie Nelson song from several years back. That's a hidden gem that deserved more exposure. I'm not familiar with it, I don't think. Hmm. Definitely needs more exposure then. Hmm. Just a reminder to look out for my Fab Gab show that I'm going to record later today. It's either going to be live, doubtful, or pre-recorded, and it'll be up after. It's going to have myself, Matthew Street, and Beatley Tone. We're going to be talking about the new album Ringo, Look Up, and we're going to also be ranking the songs, three of us, each one of us, from our least favorite to biggest favorite. Oh, okay. Ringo Rama. I know Ringo Rama. I don't know why that song I'm drawing a blank on. Oh, Carrie Underwood is easy on the eyes, at least to me. These days, and for at least these days and for a while, I have preferred Magical Mystery Tour. If I'm going to pull out one of the two albums, it's usually Magical Mystery Tour. I mean, 99% of the time. Right. Hello, Noah. Doing good, except for my cough and sore throat. Other than that, doing good. And other than having something in my eye all of a sudden. Oh, yeah, definitely too late for that. Well, there's a lot of people we wish he had done duets. Hmm. I'm not sure what the fire. Well, he's doing something. I guess they do. They guess they threw something together for the wildfires. I think it's a good cause, but I don't really know. You know, Ringo's supposed to. They're supposed to be giving some of the proceeds of the Nashville show that he did some of the money to that. The stream thumbnail shows you as upcoming and not live. I don't know what's up with that. If that's the case, it should also say 9:30 a.m. Let's find out about that. That's interesting. I wonder if that's a problem here. Let me see. Hmm. Let me check it out. Nah, not for me. It doesn't. It's working for me. Well, I don't know. Is that for anybody else or just Jay? Because I'm. It seems all right for me when I check it on another account. All right. Yeah, I remember that song. I can't think of the name of it. It's on Ringo Choose Love. It's from Choose Love. Well, if this is successful enough, and I think it's already proven that this new album is successful enough, maybe he will continue with country or country tinged songs. For those who don't think this is country, you know. All right, folks, I'm going to sign off now. We reached the close to 80-minute mark. All right, boy, time goes so fast when I do this. I got to tell you. I want to thank the people who came here in the comments and been watching, even the lurkers. I just want to remind you once again. I know a lot of you have heard this already. Later on today, late this afternoon, I'm going to be doing a show with Matthew Street here on my channel, Matthew Street, and also Beatly Tone. We're going to be talking about Ringo's Look Up album, and we're going to take the 11 tracks and rank them from our least favorite song to our most favorite track. Each one of us are going to try that. And I still got to go home and write my notes because I don't have notes yet. I got to think about that yet. And I was going to do it live, but I may not. I may just pre-record it. Either way, it'll be up on this channel. Look out for it, and it'll be under the Fab Gab title, Fab Gab Lookup Show. All right, everybody. So I should be doing this again next Sunday. I'll be doing this again from probably the same location, probably around the same time. So I want to thank you all. Thank you, Joseph, for the feel better wishes because for my sore throat. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate all of you. And we'll do it again, at least once a week. Cheers.